This conference will now be recorded.
So, hi all. This is Venkat from Nandini Software Solutions Private Limited, Bangalore. Okay. So this class belongs to learn Talend ETL tool. Okay. What is ETL means? What is ETL means? Extract the data. T means transform. L means load. My customer will give some data. We have to read that, extract it. We have to fetch it. We have to get it. Then apply the some condition, then load into somewhere. That is called ETL. Okay, full details we'll discuss in the regular classes. Okay, so now we have n number of ETL tools in the market. So Talend is one of the ETL tool. It is very good in the market right now. So very good future because of cloud connections are very good. That's why Talend is open source. That's why it is very good demand in the market. So let me give some examples, guys. So in this institute, we will discuss about some real-time project explanation, interactive both offline and online classes. Uh, each class recording video will provide. After class is done, I will give the recording videos. So I will explain there are some real-time scenarios and materials. See, I have prepared the materials, guys. So I have already prepared the materials. These materials also will provide it. So which is having with the clear steps. Okay, each class having with the screenshot with the material with the steps. Okay, these documents are very useful along with some real time scenarios documents are there, those is also will cover it. Okay, so this is around 10 documents are there, 8 to 9 documents. These documents also will explain it. This is are the real time scenarios, guys. Okay, so along with we'll explaining the project explanation, resume preparation, mock interviews, doubts and clarifications. I will explain interview questions and answers, guys. So whichever the around I will cover 60 questions, including data warehousing and SQL with the talent. Around 60 questions I will give almost that if you learn that 60 questions properly, you will get job easily. Okay, so we have both offline and online classes we have, guys. Okay, so this is the course content we are going to teach it. So I will give the talent software. So we will install in the regular classes how to install it. Okay, what are the softwares required to install talent, everything will explain. Data warehousing concept, Oracle and basics, so Snowflake connections, how to connect it, Snowflake. So along with some talent component, these are all the talent stuff we will cover it. This is the course content, how to deploy the jobs. So what are the scheduler we have to use it, how to schedule the jobs. Okay, so full package we're covering, guys. Full package. So today and tomorrow is the demo classes, free demo classes today and tomorrow. From Monday, like March, we can start from regular classes. So from the March 4th, I am going to start new classes, regular classes. Okay, so this is about course content, course duration. We have 45 days. So it is having Monday to Friday. The class timing is fixed, guys. The class timing is fixed from daily morning 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. IST timing, Indian timing. Okay, this is batch. We're going to start from Monday. So it means 4th March. So up to 4th March, free demo classes, free classes. Okay, so from the 4th March onwards, regular classes. Okay, So, so now let me take some examples and let me explain it, guys. You will understand it. So assume that my scenario, guys. My scenario is, please observe him. I'm covering some real-time scenario directly. Okay. So how much you are understanding? Let me try to explain it. Okay. I have I have one table, one table that is employee table in Snowflake, guys. So this is the Snowflake data warehouse. So it is having, there is a one table is there. The table name is called EMP. The table name is called EMP. Okay. So I'm going to log in Snowflake. So let me log in Snowflake. Okay. So let me log in the Snowflake. So I will give so how to install this configure and all will explain in the regular classes. So so just one URL. This is a cloud. Okay. The combination of Talend and Snowflake is very good demand in the market. Lot of openings are there. Okay. So just I'm logging the Snowflake. Let me log in the Snowflake database warehouse database. So I'm logging the Snowflake. Let me log in it. So it will ask some user ID and password, guys. It will ask some user ID and password. Let me log in it. So it is taking some time. Let me log in this Snowflake. Let me log in this Snowflake. Wait, guys, why it is taking time? Let me paste it here at URL. 1 minute, guys. Power is came, then it will work out. Just give me 2 minutes between. We'll connect. We'll change this network also. That's why it is delay. So just give me 1 minute, guys. I'm connecting different network. So I'm audible, right, team? I'm audible. I'm audible.
Yes, Anna, you are audible.
Yeah. So now at the time of configuration of Snowflake, so it will generate. We have to create one username and password. I have already created. Okay, this is the username. This is the password. So the okay. Let me click the sign in. Let me click the sign in. It's very
We are not
important, guys.
able to see that page.
Page. Okay. So are you able to see my screen now? Let me stop and reshare it. So are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, now we are able to.
Yeah. So now, so assume that I have one of the table that is called EMP table. So I want to view the data in Snowflake. We have to use select star from table name. So when you use select this statement and execute it, it is having some data. So it is having 10 records are there. It is having 10 records. Employee number. So this is the employee name. This is the job. This is the salary. This is the commission. This is the start date. Department number. This is the department number. Okay. I have one table. The table is called EMP table in the Snowflake. I want to read this data via Talend. I want to generate the text file. This data, whatever the data is there, I want to load into another text file. So what is my requirement, guys? So I have one table in Snowflake, that is EMP table. I have to read it via Talend. Then I want to generate the text file. Okay, so the text file name tgt underscore emp dot txt file. Okay, I want to generate it via Talend. How to generate it? Okay, so now I want to connect to the Snowflake, right? I want to read the data from the Snowflake means in Talend. In Talend, we have to use some component that is called tSnowflake input component. By using the tSnowflake input component, I can read the data from the Snowflake. I can read the data from Snowflake. Okay, I want to generate the text file in Talend means we have to use, there is a one component t file output delimiter. By using the t file output delimiter, I can generate the text file. So I want to read the data from the Snowflake via Talend means we have to use some components, something I have to use it, that is called component. That component name we have to use as a t Snowflake input component. I want to generate the output. This is the input, guys. This is the input, reading input, that we can call as a source. So I'm generating the output, that is called as a output. That may be called as a target. That may be called destination. Okay. So this many names are there. So now, so this is the, I have to read it. I want load into the text file. How to do via Talend ETL tool means we'll see now. Okay. So is the requirement is clear, team? Just very simple requirement. There is a one employee table is there in the my snowflake. Okay. Now I want to read the data from the, I want to read the data from the S table, EMP table. It is having 10 records. All the 10 records, I I have to create one. I'm creating one folder. So in this folder, okay, in this folder, okay. So in the target folder, I want to generate tgt underscore emp dot txt file. I have to generate here the same data, whatever the data is there. Okay, so for that, let me go for the Talent Studio. The first step, guys, the first step, I wanted to connect Snowflake via Talent, right? How to connect it? So for that, first step, we need to create connection between Talend and Snowflake. What I have to do? I need to create connection between Talend and Snowflake. What I have to do, team? I need to create a connection between Talend and Snowflake. I need to connect it, right? So how to connect it? So let me go for the database. This is the repository. There is a connections, DB connections. Okay, under there is a Snowflake is there. Okay, so right click the Snowflake. Please observe, guys, very very important. So right click the connection Snowflake, click the connection, provide the connection name, provide the connection name. I am providing connection name is called Snowflake and Talent connection. Okay, so then we have to pass the connection details. We need to pass the some connection details. So we need to pass account, what is username, what is the password, what is the warehouse. What is the schema? What is the database? This connection details I have to pass. These connection details we will get from the Snowflake team. Okay. So assume that my team is already given to me. So that's why. So what is first we need to pass the account details. What is account details? This is the account. We need to pass it. This you will get from your TL or your manager. Okay. Snowflake team. Okay. You need to connect it. So then username. So what is the user ID? That is the username. What is the password? That password I have to enter it here. Okay. I need to enter the password. So Snowflake connection details. So what is the warehouse? The warehouse is, this is the warehouse name. This warehouse name I have to pass it. So what is the schema? This is the schema I have to pass it. What is the database? This is the database. Okay. So while right click the connection, Snowflake connection, provide the connection name, provide the login credentials, connection details. These details we will get from the admin. Okay. So let me click the test connection. See, my Snowflake is configured with, there is a Snowflake region, right? So I have configured with a different region. Okay. So see, this is connection is not working. So because of I have created the connection with U East region, AWS US East region. I have connected. So that's why I need to select the which region I have to connect it. That region I have to select it here. Let me click the test connection. Click the test connection. So my connection is successful. Let me click OK button. So now see, when I click the test connection, my connection details, whichever I am passing the credentials, whichever I am passing the details, user ID, username, warehouse, schema, these connections are valid. That's why connection is successful. Let me click OK button. Let me click the next button. Okay. So let me click the next button. See here, I have some tables are there. So now which table I want to read it? My customer says that my requirement is I want to read the employee table. That's why select the employee table here. So after selecting the employee, let me click the finish button. Let me click the finish button. Let me click the finish button. So now first step, I have created a connection between Snowflake and Talend. So there is an employee table I am getting here. Now, second step, first step, I have to create a connection between Talend and Snowflake. Then that is done. So next step, create a Talend job by using the Talend components. Okay. So how to create a Talend job by using the Talend components? Please observe, guys, how to create it. Let me go for the job designs. Right. Let me go for the job designs. Right click the job design, create a job, create a job, provide the job name. So assume that I'm giving Snowflake. Okay. Snowflake to text file demo. Okay. So let me click the finish button. Just you need to pass any name here. In real time, we will pass proper names. Job underscore Snowflake to text file demo. Job. Let me click the finish button. My designer workspace is open. This is called designer workspace. This is called repository. Full details will learn from the regular classes. Okay. So now, as I said earlier, I want to read, I have to use the talent components, right? So for reading the data from the Snowflake, which is the component I have to use it. I have to use tSnowflake input component, right? So let me create whichever I have created connection. Go here. Let me drag the table. Let me use. I want to read the data from the Snowflake. That's why I need to use the tSnowflake input component. What I have to do? I need to use the tSnowflake input component. Now I want to generate the text file. What is the component I have to use, team? I have to use T file output delimiter. T file output delimiter. How to take the component? Keep the cursor here. Keep the cursor here. Type T file output delimiter. So for reading the data, I'm using the tSnowflakeinput component. So for loading the output text file, I'm using the T file output delimiter. So that is the taking the components. Then next step. What is the next step? Define the links between the components. Okay. So see, from this component to this component, I need to process the data, means we have to give the links between the component. How to give the link? Right click this one, row main. So link is defined. Okay. So for the next step, after giving the links, I have to define the properties. Define the properties. So what? See, double click this component. So what I have to do? I need to change something here. So what I have to do? I need to make as a built-in. What is built-in? What is repository? We'll discuss in the regular classes. See now, so this connection details I am getting. There is a one more connection is there. Let me go for advanced setting. There is a role. What is the role? That role we need to get from the Snowflake team. So this is called role. This is the name you have to pass in the double quotes here. Okay. So now I am defining this property is done. All the basic setting, all the properties are I have defined. Now let me go for the T file output delimiter. Now, let me browse the target path where I have to generate my output file. So as I said, I have to generate the output file in the 2024. So in the target folder, here I want to generate output file name. I want to generate as a tgt emp.txt. Okay, for understanding purpose, I will write tgt snowflake snowflake to text underscore emp.txt. This is the file I want to generate it. Whichever the file you want to generate, that file name you can pass here. Let me click the open. So while generating the file, I want to see while generating the file. So I want to generate like this: employee number, comma, employee name, comma, job, comma, salary, comma. See, this is the delimiter. One column to another column separated by comma. That is called delimiter. So I want to generate as a delimiter is comma here. So now, see, first record is not a data. It is the header record, right? So I want to generate the header. Let me make as a include header. We need to browse the path. Which file you want to generate, that file name you have to select it. Then we have to select the field separator, whichever you want it. You want comma, semicolon, whatever you want it, you can pass here. Include header. Then final step. Save the job. Fifth step. Save the job and run the job. Execute the process. Okay, how to save it? So there is a file and save button. Control yes. Control yes. Save file and save. Okay, now I want to run the job. How to run it? See, in this folder nothing is there. I want to generate it, right? So let me go for the run button. There is a run tab. So let me click the run button. So my job is running. My job is running. So my source how many records are there, team? In the Snowflake, how many records are there? 10 records. 10 records are there. Okay. When I see this table, I can see 10 records. Select star from the table name. So I have 10 records. These 10 records should be generated here. Let me open in the Notepad++. See, is it generating 10 records, team? Okay. So what we are doing? So I am connecting to the Snowflake. In the Snowflake, there is employee table. I am reading the employee table via Talend. I'm generating in my computer one of the folder, one text file I'm generating. Okay, to connect Oracle, to connect Snowflake, we have to use. I want to read the data from the Snowflake. We have to use tSnowflakeinput. Then we have to define some properties. What is connection details? I have to pass it. So I want to generate the text file. We have to use tfile output delimiter. Tfile output delimiter to generate the text file. Okay. So see, now my requirement is I have one table, employee table in the Snowflake. So I can see different types of departments are there. Different types of departments are there. 10th department, 20th department, 30th department, 40th department. Different types of departments are there. Now I want to read this table. I want to generate the text file here, tgt file. While generating, I want to see the data only DEPT number 10 records. My requirement is my second scenario. I have one EMP table in Snowflake. I have to read this table via Talend. I want to generate the one of the text file. The text file name tgt underscore emp.txt. So here employee table. How many records are there, team? 10 records are there. All the 10 records. I don't want load here. I want to load only DEPT number equal to 10 records. This is my source. This is my target. This is my condition. What is my condition, team? DEPT number equal to 10. So it is source is the Snowflake, right? So I want to read the data from the Snowflake. What is the component I have to use, team? Can somebody tell me? Online people? I want to read, as we discussed earlier, I want to read the data from the Snowflake. What is the component I have to use it? What is the component, guys?
tSnowflake input.
T Snowflake input component. By using the T Snowflake input, I can read the data from the Snowflake data warehouse. I want to generate the text file. We have to use something. What is that something, guys? T file output delimited. By using the T file output delimited component, I can generate the text file. Now, I want to write the some condition, right? In Talend, I want to write the some condition means we have to use the component called T filter row component. My requirement is in Snowflake, there is a one table, employee table. I want to read this employee table via Talend. I want to load into generate the text file. While generating, I want to load only DEPT number 10. Okay. See, see this is the DEPT number 10 record. Whether this record it will load into the output team, whether it will load or not, it will load, right? DEPT number 10. So what about next record team? Whether this record it will load into my output, whether I will get this record into my output file while generating. Can I get this record? Yes or no? See, I want to
No.
load only DEPT number 10, but I am getting the DEPT number 30 here. So my condition is not matching. My condition is not true. My condition is false. My condition is false. I will not load this record because of I don't want load 30. I want to load only 10. The remaining records I don't want load it. So that's why I will not get this record into my output. What about this one team? 20 DPT number 20 record. Whether can I get this record into my output file? Can I get it in my output? Yes or no? So I want to load DEPT number 10, but I'm getting the 20. That's why this record, it will not load into my output. So what about this record? So this record, DEPT number 10. So that's why this record I will get into my output. This record I will get into my output. So what about the next record, team? Next. So this is will not get. Why? Because of DEPT number is 30, 20. So then this is the, what is the DEPT number? What is the DEPT number value? 10. So that's why I will get into my output. How many records I will get it from the DEPT number 10? So total 1, 2, 3 records. How many records it will come in my output file? Only 3 records I will get it. How to do in this Talend? We'll implement it. Okay. So how to do, team? We'll see now. So let first step. What is the first step, guys? I have to create connection between Snowflake and Talend. Talend or Snowflake, anything is fine. Okay, we have already created. I can use it for your learning purpose. I am explaining one more time how to create a connection between Snowflake and Talend. Okay, how to create, guys? Please observe, guys. Let me go for the metadata section. Under metadata section, there is a Snowflake. Right click the Snowflake. Right click the Snowflake. Snowflake connection. Snowflake connection. Under the metadata section, there is a Snowflake. And right click the Snowflake. Create a connection. So I am passing the connection name. Talent underscore Snowflake connection. Okay. See, these connection details I have to get it. So I have joined newly in this company, in this project, one of the project, ABC project. So we need to ask somebody to provide these connection details, right? So that somebody is called Snowflake team, Snowflake admin team. We'll ask the admin to provide the connection details. So he given the connection details to me. So what is the connection detail here? Account. What is the account name? This is the account name. You have to pass it. So here we need to select the particular region. N number of regions are there. I want to connect US East region. Okay. So now suppose we have Asia Pacific, right? Indian. Okay. So similar kind of, this is the US region. My Snowflake is I have configured at the time of software installation configuration side. So what is the user ID? So my user ID is this one. This is my username. So I need to enter the password. So at the time of configuration, I have given some password. That password I am entering here. So there is a warehouse. So what is the warehouse? That warehouse I need to give it, provide it. The warehouse name here. So I need to pass the schema. What is the schema? This is the schema I have to pass it. So what is the database? This is the database I need to pass it. After passing the connection details, your connection details correct or not, I want to verify it. That's why click the test connection. Click the test connection. Click the test connection. So I'm clicking the, my connection is successful. Whichever I have provided, the connection details are correct. Whatever I am provided, that connection details are correct. Let me click the OK button. Let me click the next button. So which table data I want to read it, that table I have to select now. So let me click the next. So I want to read the employee table. That's why select the employee. Let me click the finish button. Let me click the finish button. If you have already created, no need to create it multiple times. But for our learning purpose, I am creating it. Okay. So now, first step is done. Create a connection between Okay, so Snowflake and Talent. Then what is the next step? Create a talent job by using talent components. Create a talent job by using the talent component. How to create it? How to create it? Go for the job designs, right click the job design, right click the job design, create a job, provide the job name, job underscore snowflake to text with filter. You can give any name. After that, enter it. Now, I have created connection, right? So come to the connection. Okay. So now, what is the connection I have given? Talent to Snowflake, right? So let me come here. Let me drag the employee table. Let me use for reading the text file. tSnowflakeinput component. I have to use it. Now I want to generate the text file. What is the component I have to use, team? So how to take the component? Keep the cursor here. Keep the cursor here. Type the T file output delimiter. So T file. Type it. It will come. Then you select it. Now I want to filter the data. So as I discussed earlier, I want to filter the data. What is the component I have to use, team? I want to filter the data means we have to use T filter row component. Keep the cursor here, type T filter row component. By using the T filter row component, I can filter the data. I can write some conditions. Okay. So now, what is the next step, guys? The next step, I wanted to create. Okay, talent components are done. Then define the links between the components. Define the links between the component. How to give the links between the component? Right click this one, row main. Right click this one, row filter. This is the link. First link you can define it. Okay. So after that, after giving the links between the component, let me define the properties. Define the properties. See, double click this one. So all the properties I have to define it. See, some properties are there. So when you go for advanced setting, this one I need to pass some role here. What is the role? So this is my role. Okay. So how to pass it? See, I want to edit here. I can't edit it directly. That's why let me go for basic setting. Let me change it to built-in. I want to change some property. We have to use built-in. So now let me go for advanced. So let me pass here a code role. What is the role? Now double click the filter row. What is it? Add the plus symbol. What is my condition, team? DEPT number equals to 10. DEPT number equals to 10. That is the condition I am passing here. Double click the T file output delimiter. Browse the path, target path. Browse the target path. So let me go for target. What is the file name? tgt underscore emp dot txt file I want to generate it. So while generating, what is the field separator? I want the field separator is comma. Let me pass comma. If you want semicolon, you can pass semicolon. Whatever you want it, that value, that separator I have to pass here. So while generating the output file, I want to see the header record. Header record. So when I go for Snowflake, so this is the employee number, employee name. This is called header record, right? These are the column names. These are called field names, column names, you can call it. This is the employee number value. This is the employee name value. This is the job value, right? For that, that is the column names I want in my output. I want in my output. In that case, we will use the include header checkbox. Then finally, last point, save the job, Save the job and run the job. Save the job and run the job. So let me go for the saving. Let me go for file and save. Control yes. Control yes. There is a run button. Run tab. There is a run button. Let me run it. So I should generate the employee file here. While generating, I want to see only DEPT number 10 records. So either I'm getting only DEPT number 10, other records team. Is there any other records are coming? Okay, what we are doing here? So I'm using the Snowflake input. I'm reading the data from the Snowflake. I'm reading the data from the Snowflake. So I'm filtering the data by using the filter row component. By using the filter row, I can write the some conditions here. I'm loading into, I'm generating the text file. So in the target folder, one of the folder, destination folder, I'm generating the one file that is tgt underscore emp.txt. So that while generating, see, when I open the file, what is the delimiter in this file team? Employee number, comma, employee name, comma, job, comma, salary, comma. It means delimiter is comma. So first record is the data or header record. First record is a header record. Column names, field names, header record, not a data, right? How many records are there in this file team? How many records are? Can somebody tell me online? How many records are there? How many
Three
records are
record.
generated? Three or four records? Three record. Because of first record is a header record. That's why. So how many records are there? Three records are generated. Now you tell me, my job is same, everything same. I'm doing the save as another job, filter 2. Let me click the finish button. I want to generate only DPT number 20 records. What I have to do, team? There is a one small change. What is that change, team? I want to load only DPT number 20 records. What I have to do here? What I have to do, team? What I have to do here? What is the change I have to perform? Can somebody tell me? Here I need to pass 20. Why? Because of now my customer is asking, I want to generate the file. That file name is called tgtemp2. Okay, so I want to generate it. So while generating, let me save the job, let me run the job. So what is the record I have to get in my output now? When I open the output file, so what is the output? What is the records I should get now? Is it 10 or 20? Tell me, what is the output I should get it now? Can somebody confirm? When I open the file, what are the records I want to see that? Is it 10 record, DPT number 10 records, or 20 records, or 30 records? What I have to see? I have to see 20. Why? Because of I'm writing the condition here, DPT number 20. Now you tell me I want to load 30 records. How to load, team? So I'm giving one more job, saving. You tell me what change I have to do. I want to load output, tgtmp3 output file I want to generate it. So that record, DPT number 30 records, I want to see that. Can somebody guide me, guys, how to do that? Double click the filter row. What I have to change here? I need to change to 30. So double click the T file output delimiter. So what is the output file I want to generate it? I want to generate 3. Let me save the job. Let me run the job. So it will generate the third output file. When I open the third output file, what are the records I will get, team? Why? 30 is not there. Huh? No records. Huh? 30. 3 records are there. So let me check. tgtemptxt, right? So why it is not coming? So let me go here. Check it. Where DPT number equal to 30. Maybe some spaces are there. That's why. So how many records are there, team? 3 records. Is it coming, team? Yes, it is coming. Because of I didn't refresh it, that's why it is not coming. Okay, so this is the way to read the data and load into the text files, guys. Tomorrow we'll discuss vice versa, how to read the data from the text file, how to load into Snowflake. Okay, so guys, so this is from Nandini Software Solutions from Bangalore. We have both offline and online classes. So we'll provide. We have two batches. We're running 8:30 to 9:30 a.m., 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. Okay. So course duration is 35 working days. It means 45 days. This is the office address. You can come and visit my office at any time, Monday to Saturday, morning 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Anytime you can visit it. Okay. This is the, if you want to learn Talend ETL tool, 9538160185. This is the contact number, WhatsApp number. Okay, so tomorrow also free class from Monday onwards, regular classes. So if you're interested, let me know, guys. Let me stop recording. Any questions, any doubts?